My name is Corey Williams, and I am the president of Unity Life Group here in St. Louis, Missouri. And we're in the process of an expansion, growing here, not just in St. Louis territory, but growing towards and into Kansas City. So I'm going to be doing a quick presentation to talk about our opportunity and the organization that we're attached to. It's a fantastic opportunity that you're going to see here over the next 5 to 10 minutes. And at the end of that, if you'd like to find out more about what we do, you can reach out to our organization. You can simply text yes to 877-959-6797 to find out more. Doesn't cost you anything to find out about the opportunity, and this opportunity could absolutely change your life. So over the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to be talking about our opportunity and who we are. The organization that powers us is Lincoln Heritage. We're associated with a couple of different organizations that pulls our team together. Here in the St. Louis territory, our office is in Maryland Heights. And I've been here about a year and a half now, and our team is growing rapidly, bringing a lot of good people into the opportunity. We do have full-time and part-time opportunity. So if you're afraid to make that leap, but you've thought about getting into the insurance industry, especially the final expense industry, now is a good as time as ever. It's a recession-proof business. So regardless of what's going on in the economy or what side of the fence you lean politically, doesn't matter. People are always looking for help with this stuff, and how we go to market is very unique. How you get paid is very unique as well. And this is a great way for you to, maybe dip your toe in and find out how the market works, how this situation could fit you, and maybe help you people out there in a situation where there's more month than money, right? So Lincoln Heritage is an organization that was founded in 1963. We're currently the largest final expense company in the United States. We have over 1 million policyholders on the books. We help over 250,000 people every single year. There's over 7,000 agents across the country, and that's including our home office staff. And the region that we're attached to is based out of El Dorado, Arkansas. Our corporate office is in Phoenix, Arizona, which I'm going to show you a picture of here in just a few minutes. And then we have local offices, brick and mortar, in West Memphis, Arkansas, St. Louis, Missouri, which is where I'm at. And if you're watching this from St. Louis, we're right down the street from the Westport building, the gold building there in Maryland Heights. And then, of course, Collierville, Tennessee. Our region has roughly 450 to 500 people in our 7-state region that we're in. As per mentioned, that's our corporate office in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. Back left-hand side of the picture there is the Camelback Mountain. So you can see it's very picturesque there. That's where everything happens at. Our customer service claims, everything happens there. But the cool part about us is we don't have any voicemail at our home office. So if you were to call because you needed assistance helping a client, or if your clients have to call, they're going to get a live person that they can understand, that's not overseas or anything like that at all. So it makes the experience awesome and makes it a lot of fun, even though we're calling home office to get support. So a little bit more about us. As I've mentioned, we've been around since 1963, largest final expense company in the nation. Over 7,000 agents across the country. We're here in the St. Louis area in our 7-state territory that we're in. Now, Lincoln Heritage is in 49 states, but we have protected territory so that we're not stepping on each other's feet, and that we can more effectively help the clients because we're on boots in the ground helping clients in the territories where we live. That territory is in Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Kentucky, and of course, West Virginia. And I already mentioned that there's about 450, 500 of us and growing every single day. So what is final expense? Final expense is a burial or funeral expense insurance program where the person, or if you will, that takes the coverage out, takes out a policy that's up to $35,000 to make sure that they can cover their expenses for their funeral, their burial, their cremation, medical expenses, or any bills that are left behind. They pay a small monthly fixed premium. And then when they pass away, we make sure that their family's taken care of. So we also partner with a company called FCGS, Funeral Consumer Guardian Society. I won't dig in too much with that, but what it does do, it is a concierge service so that when the person passes away, all their family members have to do is pick up the phone, call us, and we take care of everything. So as I mentioned, they pay a small monthly fee, premium, if you will, and then when something happens to them, we pay out to make sure that their families can fit their needs. So what I'm going to cover very quickly is the 10 reasons why you should look at joining our organization, the Unity Life Group. So we make a difference. So we're there for our agents and our managers have the potential to earn an unlimited income. And what I mean by that is it's an unlimited amount of people that are actually looking for our protection. I'm going to mention a little bit how we go to market, and it's very different than most of our competitors. So we can do it either remotely or we can go face to face. Face to face is the best way, especially when you're working with seniors. So it's a great way to make extra money, or if you want to make this career, this is truly a six-figure opportunity. So if you're working a 9 to 5 somewhere and they're telling you really how much money that you can make because of your hourly wage, this gives you a peace of mind that you can make extra money to be able to take care of your family, your kids, those extra things that you want to be able to do. Where if you're on a 9 to 5, you can only make as much money as that 9 to 5 provides you to make. We pay top commissions, which I'm going to give you a couple of examples of that in a moment. Our compensation is paid daily. So if you make a sale or help a family on Monday, you get paid Tuesday. You make a sale on Tuesday, you get paid Wednesday. You make a sale on Wednesday, get paid Thursday, etc. So we're paid every day, Monday through Friday, except for obviously holidays. We do offer health insurance that you can qualify for, which is pretty simple to qualify for. It is Cigna Healthcare and Delta Dental, two of the top companies in their respective spaces. Our credentials, we are A-rated with the Better Business Bureau. We are also excellent rated with AM Best. The only thing that AM Best does is they rank the financial security of companies. And as I mentioned, we are excellent rated. So I mentioned a few moments ago, I was going to talk about how we go to market, right? So we have 3 different ways that we go to market. Okay. The first one is direct mail. So we send out flyers to people between the age of 50 and 85. They get the flyer, they read the information on it, they fill it out by hand, they tear it off the sheet, they put it in an envelope, and they take it to their mailbox. So it is very, very, very high intent of the people that are actually looking for our information. The second portion of that is cable TV. So we run ads on cable TV, and now that I said it, you'll probably see our ads on TV. But we run ads on cable TV all over the place. Where seniors are watching television, they see it, they call the 800 number, talk to one of our operators, provide the information, and we go see them. And the last way is web. So, there's all over the Facebook, YouTube, Google. People are specifically looking for our information. They go out there, find it, send the information, and thus we go see them. Now, here's where I mentioned a few moments ago where I said, well, how we go to market is very different. There are no upfront costs for leads. So our competitors require that you pop a credit card down. They're going to charge you $500, $1,000, $1,500 every single week or every month to pay for leads. That's not how we operate. So we help cover the cost of that to help you get going. So you're literally starting a 6-figure opportunity for the cost of the license, which we'll cover here in a little bit. So if you decide to take a deeper look at this, we'll cover that in more detail. But in my opinion, being in this industry for 27 years, this is the best way, the simplest way to help somebody grow a business very quickly. Number 5, simple and flexible products. All we do is final expense. We don't dabble in anything else, annuities. We don't dabble in IULs or anything else like that at all. So it keeps it very simple. We can help people that are 30 days old all the way up to the age of 85. No medical exam. I'm going to say that again. Between the ages of 30 days old all the way up to age 85. No medical exam. We do simple underwriting off of their pharmacy, which is their medications. So we take a quick digital look at their medications. That determines what they qualify for. And then we simply find something that fits their budget, put it in place, and make sure that their family's protected when they pass away. Number 6, it is a recession-proof opportunity. Obviously, we all remember COVID just a few short years ago. We had some of our best years during COVID because obviously people were afraid something was going to happen to them. But we've had a steady 60-year growth pattern, and we're continuing to grow again, regardless of what's going on in the economy. The funnest part about this business is the residual income, right? And very simply, how residual income works. When you go out and you help a family, you're not only just going to get paid tomorrow, but every month when that family continues to pay their premiums for their program, you're going to continue to get paid. So as an example, let's say you had 200 clients on the books, and each one of those clients is paying you $10 a month as they're making their payments. That means you're going to have a $2,000 residual income. So I don't care where you're working at right now, unless you're in some high commission sales opportunity. You tell me where every time you help somebody, they stay on the books, you continue to get paid. It's pretty nice. And that can be passed on to your family after you pass away. So it's almost layered 3 or 4 times to be able to help you to continue to be able to build, not just for today, but for tomorrow as well. Number 8, exciting career opportunities. We do not shove management on people. If it's something you decide to that you want to endeavor, we can help you with that, but we don't want you calling on your family and friends. We also don't want you to feel like you have to come here and start recruiting right away or recruit at all. That's not what we do. We want to help you make money. We want to help you help the families that are actually reaching out to us to acquire a coverage to help their family. Number 9, our training and support. I feel like it's second to none. We offer world-class training here. We train 4 days a week, Mondays, Tuesdays. We give you guys a break on Wednesdays, and then Thursday, Friday. It's not required that you be there, but it's going to help you fill in the gaps, and it's going to help you educate yourself to sharpen your skills even quicker. And then 10, Lincoln provides fantastic 5-star trips. The trip last year was to Rome. A lot of my teammates were able to go to Rome last year, and the Grand Caymans trip is coming up here in May. So if you start now, this gives you an opportunity to be able to write the production, if you will, helping enough families to get to the trip that's coming up for 2027. The organization we're a part of, Memorial Gardens, does a fantastic job of not just acquiring, bringing people on, training them properly. And, we have several people, lots of people that make over 6 figures every single year. And they have done what I think is an awesome thing to be able to provide $100,000 rings. So it's pretty awesome. Another incentive. So I'm going to take a couple minutes and talk about the money, and then show you what you need to do to get licensed. And if you'd like to find out more about what our opportunity is and just ask a couple questions, happy to do so. Again, you can reach us at 877-959-6797. You can simply text yes in your name to that number, and myself or somebody on my staff will reach out to you. All right. So what I'm going to do is the couple of examples that I'm going to provide for you is on an 80% contract. The more you sell, the higher your contract goes. Okay. So step 1, you're working with Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mr. Smith takes a policy out on himself to make sure that his wife is taken care of when he passes away. So that policy, our average policy, is about $60 a month. So you're not breaking the bank. I have policy holders that policies are $20, $22, $23 a month. We're not trying to break the bank. We're just trying to make sure that we're helping people for when they need it most. All right. So step 1, $60 a month. Lincoln takes that $60 a month and multiplies it by 12 for the 12 months in the year. So that annual premium for that one policy for Mr. Smith is $720. Step 2, that $720 of annualized premium. Let's say, for example, you helped 4 families that week with the average premium. That means your total annual premium for that week would be $2,880. Step 3, Lincoln takes that $2,880 and multiplies it by 80%. Okay, so for that particular contract, that 80%, that commission for that week would be $2,304. Now, keep in mind, this is an illustration. You will get paid every day as you're making sales. Step 4, $2,304, we're going to advance you 75% of that. So your take home for that week is $1,728. But remember, you have your residual piece. So for that week, that 25% is $576 that is placed into a separate account for you. It's divided by 12, and that's paid out the first couple of days of the month, every single month. So for this particular week, just this week, you would have added $48. And this one sale, these 4 sales, you will have added $48 residual income to your back end. That will again be paid out to you next month and then paid to your family after you pass away. All right. You consistently do that. Your income will be roughly $6,900 a month. And after a year's period of time, with a good persistency, writing that 16 policies a month on average, that means you're going to start to have a residual income of just over $2,300. Now, I'm going to pause for a second. Wherever you're working right now, if you've made it this far in this video, did you have an opportunity to make an additional $200, $300, $400 a month after you've been there for a year? Can you imagine making an extra $2,300 a month in that short period of time? All right. So let me give you another example, and then I'll talk about contracting and licensing and then the opportunity as well. So we're going to go through this a little quicker, but this example, we're going to use 6. So step 1, $60 average. You help Mr. Smith out. $60 times 12 is $720 of annual premium. Step 2, $720 of annual premium times 6, because you helped 6 people that week. That means your total annual premium is $4,320. Step 3, that $4,320 times 80%, because that's the contract that you will be on, is $3,456 of commission. Step 4, remember we advance you 75% of that right away. So 75% of the 3456 is $2,592 that would be put into your bank account this week. That other 25%, that 864, is placed into your residual account, divided by 12, and then you would get that additional $72 added to you. So the top of the beginning of next month, you're going to get that $72 plus everything else that you sold prior to the months prior. So it starts to build up pretty quick, and that's how you get to a pretty decent size residual income. All right? If you do that consistently, that's just over $10,000 a month, $124,000 a year of additional income. Only about 20% of Americans over the age of 18 make six figures. So what if you did a third of this or even half of this part-time? That's going to provide you with a tremendous opportunity to be able to make money to take care of your family. So doing this particular example of helping 6 people a week, you can see that on the bottom of this illustration. You're talking about roughly $3,800 a month that's going to start to come to your family month in and month out. And every time you help another family, it's just going to continue to get bigger. All right. So licensing. How do you get licensed? We use a company called Excel Solutions. About 80% of the people that use Excel Solutions pass the exam the first time. You get licensed, which we help you with. You schedule your exam, which we help you with. You take and pass your exam. Not all states require fingerprints. You apply for your license, sign your agent agreement, and you begin the training. Our training is 2 days of in-class once you get your license. And if you're a part of our organization, we do two. I'm the one that does the in-classroom training. And then you work with some of our field trainers, which I'm going to give you an example of what some of them are doing right now here in just a few moments. All right. You can see the illustrations. I won't cover all of them, but for instance, Missouri, pre-license $39.99. The test is $50. License fee is $100. And then the fingerprints don't cost anything because Missouri doesn't require fingerprints anymore. So you have an opportunity for well into six figures. I can even honestly say a multi-million-dollar opportunity for roughly $200. No overhead, no supplies, nothing like that at all. Just sweat equity, getting up and going to work every day. All right. So I'm going to show you just a couple of things and then provide you again with some contact information for us. Just a couple of examples of what some of our teammates are doing. Yeah, I know that number seems huge and it might seem like it's unbelievable, but Sophia does an absolutely fantastic job. She had a month of over $45,000. Can you imagine writing $45,000 and what that would do for your family of being able to put money away in savings, maybe prepare for your kids' college. If you are a little bit behind in your 401k, being able to do those things to plan for retirement and continue to grow. This is one of our teammates, Ben Stratton, who's been here just coming up on a year this month. I think the 15th was the first time Ben and I went out in the field when he started helping families, and he's absolutely crushing it now. Just here recently had 2 weeks of over $6,000 back to back. We got Miss Melody here, who goes by Hot Chocolate. She's a radio personality down in, I believe, down in Memphis, West Memphis, Arkansas area. She did over $37,000 in the month of December, and then came back in January and did it again with over $40,000, almost $41,000, doing the exact same thing that we will train you to do, again, if this opportunity is for you. Again, another highlight here for Ben. He's been here since last February, and he wrote another Protected a Family again, and he's been here 52 weeks and has written an application or more every week since he's been here. So the training that we have here, I believe, is world-class. It's second to none. And the ongoing training, I believe, is absolutely fantastic, what we're able to continue to do to help families. All right. Just a couple of other highlights here. We got Miss Maddie, who is 19 years old, went out and did over $3,400 in a day and wrote over $8,000 in 4 days. I think it was around $8,800 that Maddie did. So pretty awesome. And believe it or not, she's part-time. So I know where she works full-time, and I can promise you she made more money here in 4 days than it would take her in quite a while. So obviously common sense is going to tell you she's going to transition to us full-time as well. And then we got Barb, one of our managers. She's been here. We call her the OG. She's been my longest standing person that's been here, just done an absolutely fantastic job. This was about a week or so ago that she did that. And she did just over $4,000 yesterday as well. So she's decided to build a team. She's training agents and still able to go out and do just a huge, awesome job here in St. Louis protecting families. Got Miss Michelle here that did over $5,200 recently. And then we like to have fun too. So we have a traveling belt that moves across our 7-state region for the top producer for the month. So again, we are Unity. We're the Unity Life Group. We're based here in St. Louis, Missouri, but we do have people obviously in the 7 state territories. We're looking very heavily right now, again, in St. Louis and the Kansas City area, really looking for a manager in KC that I could partner with to start to build and develop. Kansas City is a huge market for us, and we're looking to tap into that here very soon with the right person. If you've watched this and it has piqued your interest at all, please feel free to reach out. 877-959-6797. Just text yes in your name. Myself or somebody from my leadership team will reach out to you and have a conversation. You never know what could happen. This opportunity could change your life. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you're having a blessed day, and bye for now.